Running a business is like a roller coaster. Even if you have a killer idea and a game plan, you're still gonna hit the roadblocks that feel like a mountain. But hey, don't give up. Hi everyone, I am Alena Goso, the founder of Soapy Mania Handcrafted Soap Boutique, where we make natural and organic soap and bath treats. In this video, I'm dishing out some nuggets of wisdom to get this fire going, even when things do not go according to the plan. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to avoid missing new videos. Alright, let's go! Number 1. Stop and rethink. When things fall apart, it's very important to just pause for a second and shift your mind on a thought. Why did you start this? What's the big goal? What's the bigger picture? What it is that you want to achieve? And if you found yourself on the thought that you just shifted, that your goal is here, but you're moving this direction, then probably it's time to shift your gears and just try to maneuver in a different direction. Or if you see the goal and you go in this direction, but there's still obstacles. There's no just, straight line to your goal. It's always like ups and downs, and that's okay. It's totally fine. You just need to see the bigger goal. Like if you see it, if you know that you're going towards it, just breathe in, breathe out, and keep going. Just because every tiny step is making you closer to your bigger goal. Also, if you find yourself on a thought that you're just running circles and do not move to your bigger picture, to your bigger goal, that pausing and rethinking is a great step to just have a clear vision of what's going on. I guarantee that you're gonna find a way to get out of this loop. Tip number 2, review your action plan. If you have a lot of obstacles and you're just pushing it through, you're just roughing it through, and it seems like a never-ending story, it's never a pleasure, it's always a challenge, that means that you're doing something not in the right way. Probably you need to delegate, probably you need to find a mentor to help you go through this. Probably you need to ask for help, or probably you just need a break. You just need to relax, rest, and then once you're rested, you have a clear vision of what's going on and where you're going. So rethinking and reestablishing the game plan is always a good idea, especially when you are having way too many problems and way too many obstacles moving this direction. Tip number 3, do not compare yourself to others. A lot of people talk about it, but actually that's for a reason. I personally had this problem for so many years, and actually I still do sometimes. For example, I see on social media that there is a girl, she's 19 years old, twice younger than me, even more than twice younger than me, and she has already achieved so much. And I'm just still here. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? There's something going on, like I need to do something different, but it's already too late. So this thought is never helping me. Just because I'm beating myself up, I'm not gonna change the fact that I'm already 40 and I'm not 20 anymore and I cannot achieve this, whatever it is this girl achieved. But at the same time, it's not giving me enough motivation. But if I compare myself when I was 20, this is a whole different story. When I was 20, I was really starving. I was a student at the university, no money. I didn't know anyone because we just moved to a new city. I had started my life over with no plan, with no game plan. Plus I had a full-time school. I didn't have much opportunities to work. Plus it was a different world. And look where I am right now. I have a successful business in Los Angeles, the city of dreams. And right now, I moved with my family to Florida, to a different state, and I can do that. And I can live my life fully, and I can enjoy it. And I am here right now only because this 20-year-old girl back 20 years ago was making certain decisions. So that's why when I compare myself to myself, I love it. I'm proud of myself. I have these wings behind my back that keep me moving. But if I compare myself to this 20-year-old TikTok influencer who is going viral and has a few million followers, of course I'm gonna feel bad for myself. And it's not gonna ever help you. Tip number 4, do not forget about yourself. This part I love the most, and it took me years to convince myself that I need to put myself first. Even, a biblical thing, you need to love yourself first in order to be able to love somebody else. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about being selfish and egoistic and just, living your life just for yourself and not to care about everyone else. But put yourself first in terms of business, in terms of life, is very important. Let's say I put my calendar together for a week. I see that there is a lot of work meetings already scheduled, and if I'm gonna keep doing this way, I'm gonna burn out, I'm gonna be tired, and no one's gonna win in this situation. Because this body runs this business, this body runs this show, this body runs the family, and at the end of the day, I am here to live my life fully, and I was born to be happy. So that's why I try to put my me time in the schedule. So let's say, hey, I'm gonna do a massage in this hour on Monday, or I don't know what day. And no matter what, I'm not moving this task away from my calendar just because there is always a lot of work to do. I can always do something for my son, for my husband, for my house, for my business, for everything. And at the end of the day, I forget about myself and I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed, I'm gonna be snapping at my son, I'm gonna be snapping at my husband. No one's gonna like it. So the happier you are, the happier everything around you. It's not about happy wife, happy life, but it's about if you are internally happy, life feels absolutely different and things come together in a better way. Tip number 5, don't forget to ask for help. This is something that also was very challenging for me personally, just because I'm a very strong and independent woman and I can do everything myself and no one knows how to do it better and yada yada yada. And I ended up in a situation where I did everything myself. I was super behind on everything. Everything was falling apart just because I wasn't able to do everything myself perfectly. And on top of that, I was perfectionist. So it was a whole story. But when I realized that, asking for help, that doesn't mean that you are admitting your weakness. Asking for help means that you want to grow quicker and you actually give a person a possibility to help. I personally love helping people and I love getting this opportunity to help people. That's why can't you give someone an opportunity to help you? You will make them happy and they will make you happier just because they will help you. It's a win-win situation. That's why if a person likes doing something or wants to help, just give this opportunity and everyone's gonna be happy. And tip number 6, do not forget your achievements. My husband is really good at celebrating things. He celebrates little things. Hey, we did this. Let's celebrate. Let's go, to a nice dinner. Let's just have a nice walk around the house just to cheer ourselves up. I was actually a little lagging in this just because I was achieving something, and while I was achieving it, I was already setting myself bigger goals, like something else. That's why once I achieved this, I was moving on right away. And I was not celebrating myself. I was not admitting that I have achieved this and I have done this. I didn't tap myself on the shoulder and I didn't say hey, you did a great job. Let's do it. Let's celebrate it. Let's pause for a moment and let's enjoy. Let's breathe in whatever you have just achieved. This is very important just because when you celebrate little things, you train your brain to have the celebration moment. You train your brain that you're an achiever or overachiever, and that you train your mind to think that you can do everything because, hey, I've done this. I'm good. I'm getting better with my son at this just because he learned how to do little things. He learned a few more letters. And I'm like, oh my God, great job. You're doing such an amazing job. And he actually is used to celebrate himself. Whatever he has done well, even though he didn't do it super well, he celebrates. He's clapping himself. He's saying, yay! I love that. I learned it from him, actually. Once you achieve like even tiny things, you did. Yay! I did it. Good job. Okay, let's move on. So pause for a second, celebrate, and then move on. And one last thought. Like I said, having a business is a roller coaster. You will always have something unexpected, unpredictable, something that you already thought that you perfected and there is nothing can go wrong. I guarantee there is always something that can go wrong. And actually, try to find a joy in this process. Don't take it as obstacles. Don't take it as problems. Take it as challenges. Hey, challenge accepted. Let's do that. Let's try. I didn't know that it works that way. Let me see. Why did it happen? Maybe let's do it this way. Try to think it as a challenge. If you're taking it as a problem and if you're taking it negatively, then it's going to be a problem. But if you take it as a challenge and train your mind to be curious, then this roller coaster becomes a fun roller coaster. There's a lot of people who love roller coasters. So that's why it's a fun process. And you never know when it turns the next time. So that's why I always try to take all these challenges with gratitude. I'm like, okay, cool. That thing is gonna teach me something, or I'm gonna grow out of it. So that's why don't try to concentrate too much on the problems, but at the same time, do not disregard them. So try to find this balance and your life is going to be way much easier. So being an entrepreneur, it's not an easy task, and I hope my personal tips and tricks will help you to go through the challenges, to rough through the obstacles, and I hope you're going to find a joy in it, because I really love everything about it, even all my ups and downs. Life is very boring without challenges, and you won't feel this joy when you achieve something if you didn't have obstacles. So that's why stay motivated, enjoy the game, and I will see you in the next videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna stream more videos on motivation and on my tips and tricks on how I built my business, and I'll see you next time. Bye.